All right, y'all. Good afternoon. Welcome to story time. Um, yeah, I decided to tell a story today. I just thought about a story that I haven't told y'all. So let's start first of all with this nappy ass hair of mine. Can you see this? I haven't had a haircut in about 2 months, and it's getting super long and super thick. So I reached out last night to a couple barbers on Instagram, and yeah, I think they want $1,000 to cut your hair or something. I don't know. They want to come. I don't know. But at any rate, barber shops have always been hard for me as a female, for one. So I had a couple good barbers back in the day. One barber I had, he is I don't know. I think he's outrageously priced. And you can't just walk in. You gotta have an appointment. And, I mean, he got 2 chairs in there. Why you gotta have an appointment coming in for 2 chairs? Child, please. So, but does he have 3? At any rate, that's one barber. That's one been cutting my hair the longest. He's cut me and my son's hair. I think he cut my wife's hair one time too, but just neither here nor there. I ain't going all the way to Smyrna to be dealing with no craziness, because most of my barbers were in Smyrna, Georgia. And I had one barber that I really, really liked. I met him at the Marietta Flea Market. Anybody remember that? Okay, back in the day when they had the whole barber shop back there, and yeah, my barber was back there. And then he went around from place to place. He moved around, and I followed him. Me and my boys followed him. And now my boys not even here no more, so it's just me getting a haircut. And I'm having a hard time finding a barber to cut my hair right, to cut my hair like the 2 barbers I just previously mentioned. The thing about those 2 barbers that they can cut hair. They just cut hair. One barber was a master barber. When I met him, he'd already been cutting hair for 20 years. The second barber, I know he cut hair for 20 years because he cut hair for 20 years on my head. But things happen with barbers. Barbers are weird. So the first barber, I don't know if he got his feelings about us moving and not traveling to come all the way. I mean, we moved miles away. I wasn't going back there to get a haircut from him. It was too much trouble. So I found me a barber in the area I was. And then during COVID, his barbershop got closed. So now he works for another barber. So when I go in that barbershop to try to get my barber to cut my hair, I got to have an appointment with my barber, who I never had an appointment before, because he's working under another barber. And I don't care who cuts my hair, honestly, him or the other barber. I just want a good haircut. So yeah, that was the third one. Let's go back to the second barber. Me and him fell out Me and him fell out. Me and him fell out a year before I had my stroke, and it was a horrible fallout. So, to make this long, short story shorter, I would drive 26 miles to get a haircut from this dude. He showed no appreciation. I don't know, because he was on too much everything, drugs, drinking, and cracking. I should have told his boss on him a long time ago, but at any rate, he just began to get really, really familiar with me. And I'm old enough to be his mother, maybe his grandmother, I don't know, but we had a mutual respect. Eventually with time, he just got real. I think it was the drugs, actually. So one day, the last time actually, I went and got a haircut from him. I'm in there in my God is Dope t-shirt, looking fly, smelling good. Told him, that we just have bought our house and we'll be moving way away from here. I don't know where we're moving to, but I won't be able to come and get a haircut from him, but maybe once a month. He understood, so it wasn't a big deal. So he took a couple pictures, took a little film, and he used to always ask me to take him to the store or take him someplace to get him some bud or whatever. And I don't mind taking him someplace. I don't mind giving him a $10, a $20 tip. I never did. But for some reason, he just got out of pocket on me one day I was there. And I was telling him something, I don't know. Probably about how happy I was and how beautiful my life was and how much my wife loved me. About the grandson. Probably what I was telling him because he had just had a granddaughter being born. All that. It's wonderful. But and I congratulated him and looked at her picture. She's an amazing little girl. So I showed him pictures of my grandson and told him we're going to see my grandson. We're going to Texas soon to see my grandson, and I'll holler at you when I get back. So I don't know what made him snapped, but he decided to tell me shut the fuck up and just get your hair cut. That did something to me. So you know what? I just sat there and shut up and got my hair cut. When the haircut was done, I got up. Normally I would take him to the store or something or to get something to eat, but this time, he didn't even ask because he knew I was going to take him nowhere any damn way. So I paid him his little $34 and I left. So I'm in my car because I'm an empath. I have a lot of emotions about a lot of things. I feel people's emotions when I enter the room. I hate it. So I believe that hurt my feelings. I think it did because I had been feeding this guy through the entire pandemic, taking him a whole bunch of food to feed him at a hotel, help him pay his hotel fee because he's homeless. I mean, after all the help that me and my family gave him, loaning him money, giving him money, all that, his level of disrespect for me was uncalled for, and I wasn't going to tolerate it. So I sent him a video and told him that we were no longer friends and that he didn't know how to be a friend. And that was it. I cut his ass off. That's what Aquarius do. We cut your ass straight off. He inboxed me a couple times on Instagram here and there, but I don't have time for him. I don't have time for his sorry ass apology. I don't have time for his crackish behavior. I don't have time for any of that. He probably don't work at the barbershop that he worked at anymore anyway, because that dude probably don't fired him because he realized that he's a straight junkie. So hopefully, I may try to go back over there and get a haircut just from the owner of the barbershop and just not even deal with this stupid ass anymore. He calls himself Ghost. He's a stupid ass. He ain't nothing like no ghost. So at any rate, that's the last barber I had. And I've been kind of on the fence with barbers since then. So we moved here. And I was going back and forth to Powder Springs to get a haircut from this barber that he wasn't a premier barber. He's Miss Mediocre. And I just go there just because I know him and because he doesn't mess my hair all the way up. But now I want me a good barber. I do. I want me a wonderful barber. So I'm going to continue to look. And I think I'm going to be going to Douglasville to get a barber. Because we're not that far from Douglasville. It's still going to be a 25-mile ride. But for a haircut once a month, I can do that. I had one barber I went to. There was someplace in Mapleton. And when I rode by one day, his glass was all bust out. So, yeah. He cuts hair pretty good, but the wife said she didn't like it. So if she don't like it, I can't go there either. So she has to like the barber. She has to like my haircut. And she didn't like the other barber, so that was cool. I'm just trying to find a barber that has some good sense, that can cut good hair. And that's just, I just want a haircut, man. That's it. And this is just my barbershop story. I still haven't found a barber. We've been here in this part of Georgia for 2 years. Haven't found a barber yet. I went to this one dude, this other dude, I don't know. I just can't find nobody to cut my hair, y'all. I just can't. I can't find a good barber. I'm still looking. So I'm not that far from Villa Rica. And I'm willing to travel as far as... I'm going to be going to Newnan to get a haircut this weekend. I don't know. I'm going to be going to Douglasville. I don't know. I'm going to be going to Atlanta. I don't know. I may get my hair braided. I don't know. But that's what's going on with me and my hair. So yeah, it used to look, I keep a fresh haircut, but it's just been going round and round and round these barbers. I just need me a grown-up barber. I cut my hair every couple weeks. All right, y'all. That's it for my story time. All right, deuces. Tino, one love. Deuce.